Alrighty, we are back in the first of the 9 sections of your esthetician practical exam is pre-exam setup and disinfection. The following videos will be in subsequent order of the order you will do them in real time for the exam. The first section is the pre-exam setup and disinfection. You will have 10 minutes to unpack your general supplies and prepare your work area. You will be informed when you have 5 minutes remaining, you may begin. That is the introduction to every section. Of course, they will name the section what it's called. They will tell you the appropriate time. They will tell you when the middle point is halfway through, and then they will say you may begin. You are not to move anything until you hear you may begin. Starting before you may begin will result in you losing points for that section. So do not start your section until they say you may begin. This is the first section, which is the pre-exam setup and disinfection. It's 10 minutes. You have 4 points worth of criteria, and that's to disinfect your work surface, properly dispose of waste material, make sure your kit remains sanitary, which means making sure it remains closed, and you don't touch your kit before sanitizing your hands, and avoiding cross-contamination. You don't go from your kit to your station without the proper cleaning material, without the proper steps. So once they've read the you may begin, they're not going to read the safety criteria. They're not going to read that. They're just going to read the you may be up to you may begin. You're going to start. After it's been 5 minutes, they're going to say, candidates, you have 5 minutes remaining. If you don't finish in that 5 minutes, they're going to say, candidates, please stop working. No matter where you are, you have to stop working, put everything down, wait for the instructions to be read. After that, they'll say all scoring has been completed, and we will now proceed to the next section of the examination. And then they'll read the next section. So, pro tip, you don't have to rush through this. Each one of them gives you more than enough time. If you get to the point where you're at the halfway mark and you are not almost done, you need to just step it up, move a little faster, because you want to finish each section. I can tell you that when I took the cosmetology exam, I didn't finish 3 of the 12 sections. I didn't finish them. I ran out of time and I still passed the exam. So don't stress about this. It's not complicated. Take your time, listen to the section, go into your kit, get the bag that you need because you've already prepared it, and use the items that are in the bag. That's like your little note card. If it's in the bag, you know you need to use it. We don't bring we bring duplicates, but we don't bring extra steps. So everything that we're putting in our bag has a use for it. Perfect. So from there, let's talk about what comes in this bag. All right. So in this bag, and I will share this link to this document in the notes as well, so we'll all have access to that. Okay. So for the esthetician, let's go down. Remember, there are 8 bags, 9 sections. In those 8 bags, you are going to have, of those 8 bags, you have a bag for each section. They are listed here. Pre-exam setup and disinfection, which is the one we're doing now. So for our pre-exam setup and disinfection bag, you need a 2-gallon zip closed bag to hold your supplies. You need to label that bag with pre-exam setup and disinfection, and then pre-sanitized implements. Inside of the bag, you need a 1-gallon trash bag. So at minimum of a 1-gallon trash bag labeled trash on all sides. You can also do a brown paper bag as well, or just the brown paper bag. Okay, let's just clarify that there. 10 to 15 paper towels. A 2 to 8 ounce spray bottle labeled EPA disinfectant. A 2 to 8 ounce hand sanitizer. With the hand sanitizer, it needs to have the manufacturer label and it needs to have a pump. Do not get a squeeze bottle hand sanitizer. For the spray bottle, you want a 2 to 8 ounce spray bottle labeled water with water, And then that is all. So in order to perform your pre-exam setup and disinfection, you need 1 gallon trash bag at minimum, a brown paper bag, both the trash bag and the brown paper bag labeled trash on all sides, 10 to 15 paper towels, a spray bottle labeled EPA, a hand sanitizer with a pump with the manufacturer label, and a spray bottle labeled water. That is all you need for the pre-exam setup and disinfection. It is not a long section. Think of this as getting prepared to do a client. When you are going to do a client, you're going to sanitize your hands, you're going to EPA your bed, you're going to EPA your station, you're going to take all your supplies out of the cabinet, you're going to set it all up, and you're going to be ready for the client to walk in. It's the exact same thing, but in this case, it's just the first section of our exam. So let's read the instructions. The first section is the pre-exam setup and disinfection. You have 10 minutes to unpack your general supplies and prepare your work area. You will be informed when you have 5 minutes remaining. You may begin. So for this section, the steps are fairly simple. You're going to open your kit, take out the EPA and 1 paper towel, close the kit. You need paper towel and EPA in your hands and your kit on the floor closed. You're then going to spray the surfaces with EPA. Everything you'll be touching, counter, chair, countertop, chair legs, everything you're going to be touching in your station needs to be sprayed with EPA. Then you're going to wipe down the surfaces with EPA and hold trash in your hand. So I tell you to get 1 paper towel so that you can spray everything. And then with that 1 paper towel, wipe everything down and ball that paper towel up in your hands because you haven't set up your trash just yet. From there, you're going to place your kit bag on the counter, open it, empty it out onto your clean surface, and close it. So let me clarify. So open kit, take out pre-exam setup and disinfection bag, close kit, and then you're going to open pre-exam setup disinfection bag, pull out the EPA in 1 paper towel, close the bag. There we go. Let me clarify that on paper. Put the bag under your underarm. Bag under your underarm and hold it. So what you're saying is that I need to go into my kit because that's where my supplies are, but you can't use your table or your chairs yet because it's sturdy. So we're holding the bag under our arms, and I will have a demo of actually doing each one of these sections. You're holding that bag, you're going to spray everything down, you're going to hold that EPA, you're going to wipe everything down, you're going to hold that trash in your hand. At that point, you can put your bag, your kit bag on the counter, open it, empty it out, close it up. Then you're going to set up your trash can, throw away the paper towels used for the EPA. Now that you've gotten everything out, you have sanitizer. So because you touched the trash, you're going to sanitize your hands. From there, you're going to prepare your permanent workstation. So the permanent workstation is very simple. A paper towel laid down, your EPA, your sanitizer, and your other paper towels on that station, your trash bag on the floor, and that stuff will stay on your station throughout the rest of the exam. So your bottle of water as well. From there, so you've prepared your station, you've sanitized your hands, you're done with that section, so you can step back and raise your hand. And then I'm just cleaning this up so that it's nice and neat and fits on 1 page. And 8. Perfect. And then we're going to move all of that up and make it nice and neat. And the proctor will let you know when you have 5 minutes remaining. Again, if you're not done or close to done, step it up. If you are done, once everyone is done, the proctor will move on. So even if it doesn't, even if it's less than 10 minutes, the proctor will move on. But if they have to go all the way to the 10 minutes, they will. Once the 10 minutes has elapsed or everyone has stepped back and raised their hand, they're going to say, candidates, please stop working. And then they're going to tell you that all scoring has been completed, and they will now proceed to the next section of the examination. The next section that you're going to look for is the eyelash strip application service, and we will go into that one in the next video.